Hey everybody, welcome to a quick presentation. Going to teach you a few things, explain to you why a few processes are set up the way they are. So, my name is Adi Susan, for those of you who do not know me. And the reason for this presentation is that there have been a lot of interesting opinions shared about what the Public Image Committee is supposed to do and why. So today I would like to share with you some information that explains why we do things in the order that we do them and how they meet their goals. I will also tell you a little bit about who I am, my background, so you understand the logic and how it's been applied. And after this, I will share with you two incredibly powerful strategies that you could start using today to acquire the best and brightest members in order to strengthen your club. All right, so first, this is what is decided as the vision and goal of the Public Image Committee at the top. I do not make this decision. This is what was given to me. All right, first, we are supposed to enhance the public image and awareness. We are also supposed to unify image and brand awareness, publicize action-oriented service, promote core values, emphasize vocational service, encourage clubs to promote their networking opportunities and signature activities. And I have added one more, which is to make current and new members feel valued, understood, and appreciated. Some of you know me, many of you do not. That probably has to do with the fact that I am an introvert, so I would rather chew glass than speak about myself. Hopefully we only have to do this once. So who am I and why am I standing in front of you? I have a bachelor's degree in medicinal and biological chemistry and an MBA from IE Business School. I started my career with a guerrilla marketing company in 2009. We worked on projects for Porsche, Whole Foods, Target, and Disney. After this, I was selected to manage Apple sales on a NATO base in northern Italy. Yes, I lived abroad for quite a few years. It was a lot of fun. But here I doubled sales within 12 months, which is why my boss documented my strategies. He was like, "What are you doing?" He flew down, documented my strategies, and we had them replicated across all of the locations in Western Europe. I won't bore you with all of the details between what happened between point 3 and point 4, but as of now, the fastest I've grown a company is from idea on paper to more than 108 million in sales in less than 5 years. It was stressful. It was a war pour. It was amazing. I fully understand that there are people out there who think this is pennies, and there are people out there who think this is amazing. I know that I'm somewhere in the middle of the bell curve, but this achievement did lead me to create a software company through which I sell my strategies and playbooks. They are now used by thousands of marketers across 59 different countries. And I was recently selected to write the new growth marketing textbook for Fortune 1000 departments. That book is why I always look stressed. It is fun, but stressful. And lastly, I am a third generation Rotarian. My family has been active in Rotary for 65 years. I am the public image chair for not just my club, but also for our district. Sorry, my husband's measuring things in the background. All right. So prior to stepping into the role as public image chair, I asked, okay, who's the best and brightest public image chair that we've had that I can like touch base with to see how we build a strong and collaborative team from the get-go. Resoundingly, everyone said you have to meet Barbara Gopi. So that's what I did. I met with her for breakfast on the beach and asked her what she would do, any advice she had, and how she would break this down so that it could be a strong and collaborative team. And in a few minutes, I'll explain the process that I used to use and whenever I'm working on a new project and how I aligned that with her recommendations. So she recommended, and I'm now passing this information on to you, she recommended that we have a newsletter subcommittee, social media, PR, and website. I come from the guerrilla marketing, organic marketing type of space, so I added one more, and that's what I'm going to explain to you today. It is the showcase subcommittee. It's a very specific strategy, which is why I'm going to take some time to walk you through exactly how to roll it out at your club. And if you would like, I can also come to your club to do this presentation and explain it to you there as well. So how did we take these committees and apply them with the process that I use for growing businesses? Phase one is awards. You might be wondering, why is phase one awards and phase one not something else? Here's the deal. Whenever I work on a new project with a new company, organization, entity, we want to look for a quick win that strengthens our positive public perception. And it's not because of the public, it's because it creates positive momentum and it gets your top talent excited to step forward and join whatever new initiative, new project, new program you're working on. So phase one, look for awards. Luckily for you and I, the zone level has made this so easy for us. We can go to this website right here, which is elevaterotary.org. And all we have to do is complete one task each month to stay on track to earn either the platinum, gold, or silver public citation award. So I'm going to just pause for 5 seconds so you can type this into your website, your browser, and go check it out. All right. Now, when you get to that site, you'll see a button that says Start Here with a giant arrow pointing to it. You cannot miss it. When you click that button, it'll bring you to a page that looks like this. I want you to click on that box that says Register for Zone 34 Public Image Emails. These emails will walk you through exactly how to earn the prestigious public image awards that are given out at the zone level. This gets the brilliant marketing minds in your club excited to work on public image, which is exactly what you want. All right, so you sign up for the emails, you follow the instructions. What if you want to check your status at any point? You click on this other box that's on that same page to check your club's public image citation status. Now, that's phase one. Get on track to get the award, get everyone excited, pull out your top talent, get them excited to be on board with public image. Phase two is historians. When I work with different companies, I'm coming in as an outsider. I'm not going to know everything about their company, but that's not my job either. Bringing this into Rotary, every club, sorry, 1 second. Okay. Every club, company, and organization has some sort of historian. If the organization is lucky, they have a group of them. Historians are the people who are incredibly proud of what the club has achieved throughout history. And they are personally invested in seeing more great, high quality content woven into the rich fabric of their history, even today. In phase two of working with an organization, we set up processes to make sure that these historians continue to remain at the forefront of deciding which content is published for the public to see. Because oftentimes they're replaced naively with those who have technical know-how. And this is when we see brands break down. At our own club, each subcommittee has at least one historian. And I strongly recommend that you take that strategy to your own club as well. So you have one young, excited person who knows all of the technical know-how, automations, apps, all of those things. And you have one club historian who's very proud of things that have been done the way they've been done over the past 20, 30, 40 years. Which brings me to phase three. Phase three is automations. This is what we're rolling out now at my club. Oftentimes in organizations, those who are the historians are not the same as the ones who have the technical knowledge to build cutting-edge automations to streamline their workflows. The technical knowledge is most often held by younger people like me. Yes, I'm wearing makeup so I look even younger, but you get the gist. Organizations and companies break down when they try to combine these two crucial roles into one, the historian and the person with the technical know-how. Keep them separate, let them work together. They'll be a stronger team. Within our public image committee, they are not combined, which is why my club's public image committee is a strong team. The club historians continue to be the gatekeepers who decide which information is shared, when, and how. Those of us who are newer, we contribute our technical knowledge. What we are working on now, and if you ever come visit my club, you're welcome to sit in with us. We meet for a few minutes before and after nearly every lunch meeting. And this is where we work on building automations around those who hold a wealth of knowledge, so that when someone like a club historian sits down to work on something for Rotary, instead of spending 1 hour on high yielding projects and 4 hours on mundane tasks, they can spend 5 consecutive hours on high yielding projects because the mundane tasks are being automated. So just by adding a few automations each week, we are able to 5x their impact. Excuse me. All right, so that gives you a bit of insight into what we have been working on over the past few months, what we aim to put into place in the coming months, and it also gives you a quick, short roadmap of what you can bring to your own club. Now let's talk about something that we're doing both at the club and the district level that you can bring to your own club. If you have a smartphone that has a camera, and we were in a group setting, I would tell you to raise your hand, but you don't have to because this is just video. But what we did at both the club and district level is on the website, you'll see a menu. It says contact us, and there's a drop-down menu below it. There are 4 forms that you can choose from. You can now take photos at any Rotary event and upload them here for our Public Image Committee to review. There are 4 forms: social media content, service project recap, so photos taken at the service project, sending them over after the service project. Service project prep, that's the service project information that is shared prior to a project. So if you want a press release or things like that put into place before the service project happens, you'd fill out that form. And the last one is share your ideas. So if you have ideas for how the Public Image Committee can improve, if you would like to volunteer your time, your energy, that's what that form is for. If you are a public image chair and you are trying to find more people to help you with the public image responsibilities, you can add that form to your site so that you can find out who the talented, brilliant minds are that can contribute to your Public Image Committee too. All right, now the key here is that each of these 4 forms, they're automatically set up so that when somebody fills out one of these forms, the content that they put into that form automatically goes to between 5 and 6 different Public Image Committee members. So no single form is getting lost between the cracks, which is a huge complaint that we had at our last planning session in May. Okay, now all of these and how we have them set up, they can be seen at the district website, and they can also be seen at the rotaryfortlauderdale.com site as well. Okay, now we're going to move into phase 4, which I didn't discuss earlier. Phase 3 was automations. Phase 4 is organic marketing. This is a fun one. This is where the majority of my knowledge sits: marketing infrastructure, organic marketing. So this is usually a very fun part in the presentation where we break out into group involvement. If we do this at your club, this will be a group participation part of the presentation. But yeah, so let's dive in. How many online and offline ways do you think there are for any organization like ours, like Rotary, to communicate with the public? There are 125 different channels through which any one organization can communicate with the public. But how many do you think of these easily meet this goal? All the goals on here. The key word here is easily, because we're all busy. Many of us have careers and families. And so when we work on things for Rotary, we want to see that the things we work on make a high impact. There are just 2. Are you ready to learn what they are? Okay. You have all seen what I've done throughout my career. And now I'm going to show you how it works. We get crystal clear on three things. The first is who our content is supposed to go out to. The second is why we want this group to see it. And the third is what we want to have happen after they see this content. So let's get crystal clear on who our content is supposed to go out to. It starts with answering this question. What makes Rotary as an organization so effective? What is the difference between Rotary and any other nonprofit organization? Try to think. Rotarians are educated, successful, collaborative, and highly intelligent individuals. If you don't believe me, watch. Okay. When a problem arises like this, Rotarians know how to organize an elaborate supply chain to get resources, volunteers, medicine, and other donations from around the world to one small corner of the planet to help those in need. I don't know about you, but I've traveled throughout 48 countries across every continent except for Antarctica. And I could tell you from firsthand experience that it takes a highly educated, trustworthy, intelligent, and collaborative network of professionals to get the donations where they actually need to go and to fix something like this. The power of Rotary lies in the people we attract and the specific types of connections that those specific types of people make. The content that we share with the public needs to attract intelligent, collaborative, trustworthy individuals. Now let's look at another key element of Rotary. What is one thing that every strong community has in common since the dawn of time? Every single community. There is always a common goal or interest, and there's one other key element. Do you know what it is? It's trust. Thanks to the four-way test, you and I both know that we can walk into any Rotary Club around the world and not have to worry about choosing to trust the person we sit next to. Rotary was built in an intricate and brilliant way so that we know we can go anywhere in the world and feel as at peace and safe as we do in our own homes. That's the power of Rotary. Rotary is where excellence, expertise, and trust intersect with service. It is why so many people are loyal to the Rotary brand, because they know that it is the one place on earth where they can give back and build relationships with this very unique type of person. So how can we take these two fundamental core values that make Rotary what it is and present them in a way that attracts the types of members that will make our community stronger? Because we don't want Ponzi scheme creators, drug dealers, sexual predators. While they are all brilliant at organizing supply chains and human resources, they don't pass the four-way test. We want people who are going to strengthen our community and our multi-generational legacy. We want more brilliant people who see a problem and know how to optimize an elaborate supply chain to route resources from around the world easily to places that need it most. How do we find more people like this? And where do we find them? Today, I'm going to share with you two very simple public image strategies, which we will start using now to find members that will strengthen our community, not just by being another number, but by being another pillar that holds up the legacy of our international society. So let's talk about what we need to focus on to actually find these people. Because guess what? We don't want to waste time collecting information for 125 different channels if our ideal members aren't there reading that content. The public that we want to build a relationship with lives in our zip codes, and they work in the office next door to ours. So how do we create something public that will pluck them out from all of the other people who would not be a cultural fit for the unique society built within Rotary International? What can we share in a public setting that helps these unique individuals to realize, I belong here? With a bit of marketing magic, we're now going to turn these 7 different goals into one beautiful and simple strategy. At this point, I would ask for a volunteer, but since it's recorded, I can't. So I'm going to ask you to just think of this in your head. What do you do as a profession? What are 5 things you could share with this community that would showcase your vocational knowledge and build trust? What's really interesting, if you do this exercise with your club, with or without me there, is that after a few people in your room, in the conference room or meeting room, answer this question, you notice that they've already built trust with each other and they trust each other more. So you write down the 5 things that you know based on your vocational knowledge and experience. Now, if you were to do a speaking engagement, you have told everyone that attended that speaking engagement, everyone in your club who attends that meeting, they're able to benefit. But that doesn't strengthen and acquire new members, does it? Because only those in the room are able to benefit. So how can we use your vocational knowledge to attract more brilliant and collaborative professionals to join our community? This strategy is a little bit more permanent than one speech, and it is easier for people to share online. It allows us to subtly slip Rotary into the conversation in a way that shows who we are and how we don't just take care of those around the world, we also take care of those in our tight-knit community. I'd like to present you with the new public image strategy, which has already been rolled out at a district level. It not only increases membership retention, but also helps us to find and attract the right types of new members. It is a simple document that shares key insights from one professional in your club every week. Now, let's say you have a club like mine, where we have 100 members, more than 100. If we get 100 different Rotary help docs, that gives us the opportunity to share 2 a week, which gives every member in our club 2 chances to share documents with 2 people outside of Rotary. Maybe more, maybe the document's super helpful and they share it with 5 people. But let's say each member in the club only shares it with 1 person, each document. So 100 documents times 50 weeks, instead of 52, easy math, that would give us 5,000, right? That would give us 5,000 different opportunities to put Rotary in front of highly educated, honest, intelligent, collaborative individuals this year. What will that do? What will that tell the public? What kind of relationship will this foster with the public? The first 3 or 4 have already been created and uploaded to the new district website for you to view and download. You can go to this URL to see them now. I'm going to take a sip of water while you type this URL into your browser. So what do I need from you? First, when we send these out each week, read them. Share them with at least 1 friend who is not yet a Rotarian. When you are ready to create your own, go to this website to download the template and make your own how-to guide. Follow the instructions on that page to have ChatGPT or Bard help you write your vocational guide. Then you can fill in the form also on that page to send it to myself and a few other members at the district level who will be able to review it, help you refine it before we publish it to the district website. You can also take that document back to your club, show your club members, add it to your newsletter so that they can share it with their friends and contacts. Now, I just showed you how to use, if you went to that URL, you saw my instructions on how to use ChatGPT to do the hardest part. You take your 5-step process, you drop it into ChatGPT and say, help me write a document expanding upon these 5 points. It will help you write it. It's like a junior copywriter. So don't take what it writes as a final version. You take it as a rough draft, you refine it, and then you share it. Once your document has been created, if you are open to it, you can go to that same URL and apply to guest appear on the District Public Image podcast, which will be launching soon. Here we will be rolling out a podcast in which Rotarians share 2 things. What is your vocation? And how do you use your vocation in service projects at your club? All right, so this is the point where I would take questions, but because this is not a live scenario, I'm just going to say everyone has a story, and when you share the stories of the Rotarians within your club, you will notice that you are able to attract many more strong members who are like-minded. It was a pleasure talking with you all. I hope this is able to help your club, and I will see you back online.